What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Kuze, back in the building. And, I had to give a break because Thanksgiving and everything like that. So I hope everybody enjoyed their Thanksgiving, but we are back. Now, today's video is called Things That You Could Do Back Then, but You Can't Do Now. Okay, so back then and now. All right, let's go!
Sujo bing da jobeu Se jogo balado Mashilomba nakachupa Se jogo balado check.
We are back, man, and we're gonna be talking about things that you could do back in the day, probably like in the 2000s, and things that, well, vice versa, you'll get it. All right, we're gonna start real quick. All right, so back in the 2000s, man, you know what I mean? The thing to do in the 2000s was like, yo, you could not wear tight pants. You know what I'm saying? Like, no dude was wearing tight pants. Like, if you wore tight pants, you was getting clowned. All right? Yo, people gonna holler at you like, yo,
take them things off, B. You look like you got a yeast infection, man. What you even wearing, dog?
Yo, take your sister's leggings off.
You know what I mean? It was open season on you. But today, in 2020, yo, tight jeans is the thing to wear, man. Yo, the tighter the better in some cases. You know what I'm saying? I can't front, man. Yo, my Dominicans, y'all really need to chill, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk, some of the dudes, y'all be having the jeans so tight, looks like blood pressure cuffs are on your legs. Cut it out. They ain't got the nerve to wear the shoes with no socks with them tight jeans. Man, cut that out. Cut it out. Cut it out. Alright, so another thing that was cool to do, or well, it's cool now, but it wasn't cool back then. Alright, so I mean, everybody and their mama, like every dude and their mama, every dude is out here eating the booty.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Okay? Every dude is out here eating groceries, okay? They're doing it from the front all the way to the back.
No, sir!
Now, back in the day, you had to whisper that. You couldn't say that out loud. You know what I mean? You had to whisper that. You'd be like,
Excuse me.
What? You like to do what? You know what I mean? Like, it was a definite no-no, but now it's like, yo, it's not even, it's everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got to eat like groceries. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's doing it. Like, I don't know, man. You know what I mean? Me personally, I feel like our sex education teachers failed us. Okay, because everything they told us not to do, we are up in there doing. You know what I mean? There's some dudes eating the booty and licking the bowl like it's cake mix. You know what I mean? Remember when you was a kid, you said there dudes are sitting there behind cheeks going, ugh,
Yeah.
that's zesty. You know what I mean? Like, damn, yo. But back in the early 2000s, it was definitely a no-no. Like, if you did do that, you kept it on the, you know what I mean? Like, you wrote that down and passed that on the message or something. You didn't say that, but now that's like the thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Another thing, man, is, back in the day, man, you know what I'm saying? There were certain things you could do. You know what I'm saying? Like, back in the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, you literally had to work to get to a chick. You literally had to put your Mac Daddy smoothness on there. You know what I'm saying? Everything had to be, you know what I mean? Like, you had to ask a girl out. You had to, you know what I mean? You had to be real formal, you know what I'm saying? You had to really, really be on top of your game. You know what I'm saying? Like, back in the early 2000s, you just couldn't run up to a chick like how you can do now. You know what I mean? You could run up to a chick right now and just say anything.
You want.
You know what I'm saying? What you doing? Where you at? What that mouth do? You know what I mean? But back in the day, chivalry was the, you know what I mean? Like, you had to be on point, man. You had to ask a girl a name. You had to take her on a date. When you took her on the date, you already knew. You had to take her on a date, possibly out to eat, then to the movies or whatever. You were spending money. Men literally took these women out on a date, they had fun with them and did all types of good stuff, man. Now it's just like, yo, so you want that 4 for 4? I know you're trying to get this D. It's like, damn, yo, this generation is crazy, man. Another thing too, man, is back in the day, man, we didn't wear purses, okay?
Really,
we
nigga?
We didn't wear purses, man. We didn't do purses. We didn't do a lot of things. But nowadays, man, the fashion is different. Now, don't get me wrong. don't get me wrong. There's some things that are pretty decent right now. Like I said, I know I roasted on the tight jeans, but nowadays having a fitted suit is nice. Cause back in the day, everybody had a Steve Harvey suit. Okay, you had 6 to 7 buttons right here. You had the vest, everything. It was big and bulky. Now they have the fitted suits. So if you're a man, you know what I mean? You got the fitted suits. Don't get it too tight, okay? Don't get it too tight. And they have the fitted suits and they really look good on you. So if you know what I mean, like I will say that's nice compared to back in the day. Like back in the day, man, if you look at the 2003 draft, man, yo, LeBron, D Wade, all of them, man, they had the big baggy suits, man. Like everybody was on their Steve Harvey. So I gotta say that's another thing that's good. Now back in the day, man, yo, rap, hip hop. I mean, don't get me wrong. We had some rappers that was a little, but back in the day, what? Early 2000s, your rap game had to be on point. Okay, I grew up in an era where we grew up on bigs, okay? You know what I mean? We only had like 2 or 3 littles, okay? Now you only have 1 or 2 bigs and a whole bunch of littles, okay? Little Nas X, Lil Pump, Lil Jump, Lil Durk, Lil Young, Young Lil Baby, The Baby, Flip Mode Squad, Young, all that crazy stuff, man. Like back in the day, your bars had to be on point, okay? You couldn't put a song out, you know what I mean? Like back in the day, Nas was killing it, Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? If you was down south, you had Ludacris. You know what I mean? Even Nelly was doing his thing. You know what I mean? We had some rappers that you had to be decent. Okay, nowadays people just throw on a beat. Some of us don't know what the hell you're saying. Okay?
Hit that bit right from the back, she got turkey. I knock out that bit like.
All right, we couldn't do that yabba dabba doo type rap back in the day, man. For real, you would get canceled immediately. Like somebody hear that song, we'd be like,
That nigga's tripping.
the dude's having a seizure or something. What's going on with him, man? It's just things you couldn't do back in the day, man. Now, I will say, technology, man, technology compared to back then, compared to now is a whole nother thing, man. You know what I mean? Like, I will say, man, the smartphone has helped out a lot. Imagine the pandemic without a smartphone right now. Oh my goodness, man, we'd be in a lot of trouble. A lot of us back in the day, we would have had a Nextel or a Nokia playing Snake, trying to figure it out. You know what I mean? Like, it would have been crazy. You know what I mean? So nowadays you got the phones, everything you can do on your phone. Like back in the day, we had phones, but you know what I mean? We had the Nextel to, hello, where you at? Chilling, what, boom. You know what I'm saying? We was happy to have the little chirps and stuff like that. I mean, don't get me wrong, technology was there, but not quite there. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the day, we had MySpace. You know what I'm saying? We had MySpace, and even that was kind of like, But nowadays, y'all got Facebook, y'all got Instagram, y'all got Snapchat, y'all got Twitch, y'all got everything, man. So be happy on that aspect. So in actuality, I gotta say there's some good things about today and there's some bad things about today. And back in the day, there was some good things and there was some bad things. But at the end of the day, man, yo, hopefully, things will get better and freaking the people of today will be able to go, hey, yo, in the 2030s, yo, look what we was doing in the 2020s. I mean, I think it happens in every generation. But that's the end of the video. Like I said, man, if you have any merch, let me know, okay? I will wear your merch in my future videos. Like I said, you're gonna see me wearing some of these beautiful t-shirts and stuff like that in my future video. If you haven't subscribed, you need to subscribe. I also got hashtag only in Rhode Island. So I'm gonna be wearing some of the merchandise and hashtag only Rhode Island. If you haven't seen that, check in the videos below or, you know, all through my page, you'll see. On Facebook, it did big numbers. So hashtag in Rhode Island, I did part 1, part 2 is coming out, and part 3 soon. So be on the lookout. It's your boy, Mr. Kuze. Peace.
Cool,